What's up? What's up? Today we have Amazon reporting earnings after the market closes, which is in the next 4 minutes that the market is going to close. And we shall see, is the market going to react in a positive or negative way? Let me go ahead and start sharing my screen so you guys could see exactly what it is that I'm looking at. We are going to be capturing live Amazon reporting earnings for Q1 of 2024. Today it is Tuesday, April 30th, 12:57 p.m. in the afternoon. So thank you guys again for tuning on in. Let's give it a few minutes and then we should be able to capture the market's reaction to this. Please make sure if you're tuning on in for the first time and you want to participate in that live chat, all I literally ask you to do is subscribe to the channel if you want to partake in that live chat, because you do have to be subscribed, and don't forget to drop your thumbs up. So let's go ahead and make sure everyone can hear me and see me okay. Can you guys, if you guys are tuning on in, let me know once you guys can hear me and see me. Okay. All right. Perfect. Sure can. All right, perfect. I'm just going to post this thing on Instagram. If you guys want to say hello to Instagram, just make sure that you tap in right now. Okay. There we go. Amazon currently trading at 176. It's about to report earnings. Overall, big picture. Right before it reports, again, we have a little bit under 2 minutes. Previous highs of 189.77 based off of current market's expectation. Earnings per share is supposed to be at least 84 cents per share, and overall revenue 142 billion. So we'll see right after market closes how it ends up pushing or dropping. So here we go. All right, let's post this live stream link. It's like Amazon is dropping right before the bell closes. Do you guys see that? Check that out. You guys will have to let me know in the chat. Holy smokes. Let's see. Market is closed. And let's run a poll. You guys can participate in the poll if you're subscribed to the channel. Are we going to rise or are we going to drop? Remember, we've seen very, very significant earning reports from both Google, Microsoft, and Tesla, Snapchat, Meta. They were all heavy hitters, right? Meta dropped 15%, but we also had Tesla that gapped up 15 or 20%, right? Then we had Google that gapped up 11 or 12% and then quickly sold off. So what will happen with Amazon? Looks like we are currently down about 0.5%, so nothing significant as of right now. Here it goes. And it looks like it might be going green. Up 2%, 2.7%. Look at that. 4.4% in the green. Huge. Oh, might be a fake out. Is this a fake out? Huge fake out. Ooh. 5%. Wait. It might be another fake out. What the heck is going on here? Check that out. Dude, we got some volatility during this during this aftermarket session. Friendly reminder, earning reports are not the best for beginners. If you don't know how to take profits very, very quickly, you can't do it with market orders anymore. You have to do it with limit orders during the extended hours. I'll show you if we get a really nice reaction and a decent setup. I would love to trade in front of you guys, but it needs to meet my criteria. So, but please, please, please do not trade if you are someone that is just getting started. It's an extremely risky time to be able to take a trade. There it goes, going green, 2.5%. Are we out? Nope, nothing on my side. There goes 3.64% in the green from 5% in the red. That sucks if anyone got stopped out there because we are doing, has it fully recovered? Pretty much. Everything that it lost today was down about 3% by the time the market closed. There it goes, rising 5%, rising, 5%, right? We're hitting that 5% mark. Check that out. Look at that. 5.5. Big push. Can we hit 6%? 6, 7. Well, we hit 7% here. Nope, pulling on back. Again, no one to take profits. What are we coming in at? There we go. We did beat earnings per share and we did beat revenue. So we're going to have to pay attention to the guidance. So can't take it. So taking profits at 186. What do you mean you can't take it? How wouldn't you? Are you trading options? Is that why? Because if you're trading shares, you should be able to sell during extended hours. If you wanted to take profits, which again, you do not have to. You could continue to hold. Nothing wrong with that. Forward guidance, reported earnings. Nice. Looks like the market's digesting that earning report fairly, right? We gapped up 5%. We just continue to show signs of a resistance. Is it just me or is it looking like it's going to get rejected right now? Here it goes, testing that 5% mark once again. Showing slight signs of a resistance right around 186.40. All right, let's go ahead and highlight this just for all those that continue to ask in the live chat. We can go ahead and post it for them. Okay. And there we go. There it goes, beginning to pull on back. Do you guys see that? Wild. Oh, wow. We have a few that reported earnings today. Do you guys mind? Do you guys mind if I check out? I'm going to check out AMD. AMD also reported earnings after the market closed today. Looks like it closed at lows of 158. It's currently up about 1.1%. And we have Starbucks, which is SBUX, also reporting earnings down 6.5% and still dropping. Look at that. Gosh, I love earnings. It just presents a bunch of opportunity, right? Look at that. It's not showing it right now, but right now it's trading at $82 a share. 82 would mean that it's trading right around this general area, breaking below previous support range, taking us back to lows that it was back at, October of 2022, giving back everything that it gained in the past 2 years. Pretty wild, right? Here it goes. Amazon still testing that 5% resistance. Is there anything else that reported earnings today that you guys would like for me to pay attention to? I know Pinterest, right? Pinterest is the one that was supposed to report earnings today. How did that one do? 22% in the green. Look at that. Look at that. 22%. SMCI, the AI wannabe or copycat of NVIDIA. Just kidding. It's one of NVIDIA, one of the companies that's partners with NVIDIA, just overreacted. Just like when it sold off to all in one day from highs of 900 all the way to lows of 675. Looks like it's making a slight little comeback back up to 900, up 6%. Nice. Cool to see. We had Coca-Cola reporting earnings, little Warren Buffett stock. Not much movement there. That was before the market opened. Looks like we saw a gap up and a pullback right away. Not much movement there. What else? Mickey D's. You guys know that ticker? MCD. Mickey D's reported before the market opened. Not much movement. Looks like we sold off and then recovered our way back up. So nothing much there. Is there anything else that catches my eye? Lemonade. We'll check it out. LMND, right? Pretty much trading sideways. It's up about 1.5%, which is fine, but nothing I care to pay attention to. Sweet. Well, let's go ahead and go down the list. We had Amazon report earnings today, very, very quickly, right? This is the reaction. And it looks like it is showing signs of resistance, guys. Looks like it's showing signs of resistance and getting ready to pull on back. Is that just me that thinks that? Lack of progress above 186. Now pulling on back to that EMA. If it breaks below that EMA or the moving average, there can be a wall of selling pressure, bringing it right back down to what we hit lows of the low 170s. Could we hit 165 again? We'll see. Why are these not holding? That's wild. But yeah, here we go. AMD, a lot of consolidation. It's in the green. I feel like AMD hasn't reported yet. Is that just me, or do we really think this is the move? I don't feel like AMD has reported yet. AMD should have a more significant move than 0.8%. Let's look it up. No, AMD has not reported yet, at least not on my side. Okay, so a little heads up on that. AMD is not finished. Starbucks is now down 8%. Go tell your girlfriend, sweetie, we're buying Starbucks, not the coffee, the stock, at an 8% discount. It's still overpriced though, but overall, big long term. I want to see the bigger picture. Yeah, I mean, it's been struggling from highs of 112 all the way back down to $80, $81 is where it's at right now. So it's right around this general area. It's pretty oversold, but it's been a strong descending pattern, which has not been the most encouraging thing at all. Wow, it's pretty wild. Then we got Coca-Cola reporting earnings pre-market, pretty much traded sideways. Not much movement there. Same thing for McDonald's. We sold off and then recovered and traded sideways for the rest of the day. That's more what happens with, more of retail. And then we had Coin. Coin did not report earnings, just got destroyed because Bitcoin is dropping. Coin from the highs of, 260, 280? A consistent descending pattern all the way back down to previous lows. Once it breaks the support, just like when Bitcoin breaks 59,000, I think that's the current support, 60,000 or 59,000, whatever it is. I'm excited, right? The Bitcoin halving was supposed to be the time that Bitcoin was supposed to double in price, not half the price, right? It looks like the Bitcoin halving is literally just that, making Bitcoin twice as hard to mine and half the price, cutting it in half. It's my little dad joke, but something we'll have to follow up with. Okay, look at that. Yeah, this does not look like it's holding. Tesla is also selling off, so I did decent with my Tesla short today. I didn't do anything crazy. I covered my short pretty early, and I kept it relatively pretty light, but I had some fun with it. So $2,200 is what I made shorting Tesla, which was a nice little comeback from the loss that I took yesterday of $750. So SQQQ is up after market hours. Yeah, where's NASDAQ at? It shouldn't be up too much, but SQQQ did well today. I think it closed at 5% in the green. Wow. Any day that SQs or TQs is up 5%, it's a significant move, right? That's not an average day. That's a big day. But just remember, SQQ, anytime that it runs up, it tends to have a descending pattern. So just please be careful. Don't get caught. Don't be greedy, right? Just like you can be greedy on the bull side of things, you can definitely be greedy on the bear side of things. Look out for yourself. Never be afraid to take profits when it makes sense to you or when it's too risky, right? So has AMD reported earnings yet? AMD pretty much still looks break even after market hours. So not much movement going on there right now. Oh, we're seeing some volatility right now. What do we got going on here? Okay. Sometimes some companies report earnings like 30 minutes after the market opens. I'm not too sure if that's what AMD is doing, but that's definitely what it looks like it's doing. Or maybe 15 minutes after, because we're about to hit that 15-minute mark. They'll announce their dividends. That would be wild. If AMD could have worse than expected earnings, but if any company right now announces dividends, that would be insane. Could be a good reason on why a stock could skyrocket. SMCI. So much for holding at 900. Look at that. From $945 per share all the way down to $845 and dropping. SMCI, I've said it once and I'll say it again. I don't want to call it a crap company. It does what it does, right? So people get offended. I will call it a hyped up company because that's truly what it is. It's a company that overreacts. It overreacts on the way up. It overreacts on the way down. And it's just not the type of stock that I would want to hold over a long period of time. No way. No way. This thing went from $200 per share all the way up to $1,200. If that doesn't look like an overreaction, it looks like every other stock that crashed right after the pandemic. Do you guys remember? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? So why wouldn't you take profits if this could potentially be an overreaction and if the hype doesn't follow? That's exactly what we're seeing now. I feel like so many people are going to look back and regret not taking profits because at the end of it, it's like when hype was present, this was the peak, and now we're correcting ourselves. Lower highs, lower lows. I just wish people did a better job hoping less and just doing more, right? You guys did a great job making that money. Now just keep it. What did AMD do? There it goes. AMD earnings out. This is the last one that I'm going to break down. Do you guys want me to break down earnings? Just give me a thumbs up. Just drop a thumbs up on the video. Let me know in the live chat. would be more than happy to break it down for you. I know we're just supposed to cover Amazon. I like to keep these live streams pretty short and sweet, but there's a handful of good stocks that are reporting earnings today, so just wanted to make sure that we cover them. Is that cool with you guys? All right, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Let's go ahead and break down AMD. So AMD earnings are out. We came in at a flat earnings per share and revenue barely beating expectation and forecast. That's what sucks when a company is possibly overvalued. If you barely beat expectation and your guidance might not be the best, you still run the risk of potentially selling off, right? Kind of like what Meta did. And if your guidance is a little bit lower for up and coming quarters, right? Damn. 4.2% in the red. How's Amazon holding? Amazon dropped below that 3% mark. We are dropping. Here we go. Such a boring earnings week. What? How? Look at these reactions. First off, if you're a beginner, you shouldn't be trading earnings. Second, this is so cool to see. These are some of the most valuable companies that are publicly traded, and we're seeing them drop or skyrocket 5, 10, 15, or 20%, right? We have Pinterest that gapped up 20% within a very short period of time. Insane move. But then on the other side, we also have something like SMCI that gapped up 9 or 10% or 6% and then crashed and gave it all back. It's pretty cool to see. Starbucks down 10%. Come on, who doesn't want a 10% discount on Starbucks? We had Coinbase crashing this week. AMD is now down 5%. This is fun. It's fun to watch. You don't have to be trading it, right? I'm not trading it right now. I want it to be clear. And there it goes. 1.5%. Looks like Amazon's actually giving it back. Holy smokes. This might actually be something I want to jump into. Hey, earnings is not for everyone. That's for sure. I don't know. Maybe we just don't have that standard that or the expectation that Angel wants. I don't know what he wants. 20, 30, 40, 50% jumps. I mean, these are $1 trillion companies. We don't really see that. But nonetheless, best of luck this week. It's really the first earning day for big tech, right? It's normally Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday that big tech reports earnings. I want your sister, JK. Nice. Oh, man. Oh, we got a funny guy. Boof. And just like that, we will never hear from Angel again. There it goes. Yeah. Guess what? You guys never heard of the guy. Now you'll never see him. That simple. Wildin'. It's all good. Okay, so we have Amazon. Looks like it's trying to find its support at 176.30, working its way back up. AMD trying to find its ground here, 148, trying to work its way back up. Cool. So what I'm going to do here as well is just to make sure that I share it with our LPP team, just so they are aware of what it is that AMD earnings came in at. So I'm going to put AMD earnings. And I want to remind you, again, my LPP team is the team that gets to watch me trade live every single day. So kind of like this, where you would actually see me. It would be a private live stream, and then every trade I take, every buy, every position size, every trade that I sell, you get to see it all happen live. So imagine being able to watch that and see that every single day. So if you're a beginner and you're someone that learns better by watching other people do, I'm more of a visual learner. So I can't speak for everyone. Everyone has different learning styles. Everyone also has different teaching styles. So my goal is for you to work with someone that best suits you. So if you like the way that I break things down, if you like how simple I keep things, if you would like the ability to watch someone trade live every single morning, then that's exactly what I do every morning. That's all I can offer you, right? It's what I do. It's what I offer to our LPP team. And then you also get access to the A to Z video lesson library that's designed for complete beginners. So if you want access to it, it's the second link in the description down below, and it's our biggest discount. It's 50% off. It's a one-time payment, lifetime access, and it won't get better than that. So if you ever want to tune on in, again, you can sign up today and watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow. And there it goes, AMD recovering half of what it's lost already. How are we looking for Amazon? A lot of consolidation right around that moving average. So lacking progress. This one kind of lame right there. The one that's really catching my attention is this one. Anyone else? Let me see a show of hands. So, hey, Ricky, I bought your course and I never received instructions on how to jump onto your morning live streams. What's going on, Felipe? So, very quick, I want to remind you that when you pay for LPP, it comes with the course, right? The lesson library. And within the first 3 videos, I show you exactly how to get the Discord and how to watch me trade live. But if you still are having trouble, let me make it super, super simple. So what you'll do is once you get into LPP, a little screen like this will pop up. Let me see if I can make it bigger for you to be able to see. Well, once you sign into LPP, right, a little thing will pop up. And again, this is within the introduction section. It says, welcome, the 3rd video, LPP group chat. We provide you the link here and how to access the live streams. It's going to be a video within this first 3 videos. So please, right, I want to remind you, I know that a lot of people get excited just to watch the live sessions. But again, the reason that you are joining LPP is also to have access to the LPP lesson library. So please make sure that you watch the course material as you are taking time to also tune on into the live streams. Okay. So, hey, Ricky, I'm about to lock in interest rates on a house. Do we think that it's going to get worse? I wish I could tell you, man. I do not know. I do not know if we can get worse. I don't have a crystal ball, right? Is inflation going away? Definitely not. Inflation has been rising. Are we cutting interest rate yet? Or are we cutting interest rates yet? Definitely not, right? Something that we've been expecting from the Federal Reserve, but just, I would say, economic data has not supported it. So I'm paying attention to it just like everyone else is. First off, congratulations. I think that's the first thing. What's it called? Congratulations on getting pre-qualified for your house and buying a house. That's a huge milestone. And if you have any questions, I focus more on flipping houses, right? Stuff like that, where we have numbers that we work with based off of ARV and stuff like that. But when it comes down to interest rates, first off, that's out of my control. And second, it's also, I can't predict the future. But nonetheless, it's still an exciting moment. And remember, if interest rates go higher or interest rates go lower, we could always buy more as time goes on. And that's always the goal, right? Not just to buy one house, but to buy one early and buy many more as time goes on. So I just wanted to stop on it and say congrats. All right. There we go. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, is it tomorrow? Yeah, wait, it is tomorrow, right? Is that right? Tomorrow is the FOMC rate decision? Yeah, it is tomorrow. Holy crap. How did we almost forget that? No, I remembered it was May 1st, but I almost forgot. Yeah, tomorrow is the FOMC rate decision at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Dang. That is wild. Okay. This is all obviously big. Starbucks reporting earnings down nearly 10%, 9.75%. We have AMD that's currently down 3.3% after losing 1.1%. And then we have Amazon up 3.2% after losing 3.2% during the day. Hey, Rick, is the CPI report of today's positive? There was no CPI data report today. Okay. So they're prepping for tomorrow. I'll make sure that I take some time in the morning, and what I'll do is I will make a video talking about market's expectation for tomorrow's FOMC rate decision. So for those that are a little bit newer, what that means is tomorrow the Federal Reserve will come together and have a meeting, and they will talk about, do we want to raise, do we want to pause, or do we want to cut interest rates? That's been a really big focus for 2024 because in 2023, we raised interest rates to fight inflation, right? When they raise interest rates, they make it more expensive to borrow money. Therefore, less people borrow money because it's more expensive. Very simple, right? Now they've raised interest rates so much that they want to cut interest rates, but economic data has not supported it because inflation has not been going away. Inflation has actually been going up. So the big question is, can we cut interest rates, or will we cut interest rates tomorrow? That's pretty much what everyone's going to be asking. Or are we going to pause once again? So, Ricky, what are your thoughts on an Amazon short? I'm indifferent about it right now. It's consolidating a lot. It's not a significant move. It's a 2.7% move. If Amazon, kind of like if you're part of my LPP team and I announced it to them when Google reported earnings and Google was up 14 or 16%, that was a very significant gap up that I didn't mind shorting it when it gapped up that much because it had some pullback potential. When something is up 2 or 3 or 4%, you're working with much smaller margins, and the risk to reward ratios, in my opinion, just aren't necessarily there. This isn't, in my opinion, an overreaction. It's a fair reaction. It did exceed expectation for both earnings per share and for revenue. And I think that this makes sense. So I wouldn't want to open myself to a trade that I would end up later regretting. That's just my 2 cents on that. You guys let me know what it is that you think. But nonetheless, I appreciate your guys' time. I hope to see you for tomorrow's FOMC live stream. Do you guys want me to host it? I'd be more than happy to host it. Again, all I ask you to do is drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your post notifications. Also, if you're an absolute beginner and you plan to tune on into my live trading session tomorrow, that's that second link in the description down below. It's 50% off right now. And I think someone asked, is that monthly? No, it is a one-time payment. I don't charge monthly. I don't charge yearly. It's just a one-time payment, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. You get access to the A to Z video lesson library and all the updates that are designed for complete beginners. And you also get access to our LPP live trading session every single morning. So I appreciate your time. Feel free to ask some of our other members here in the live chat what they think about LPP. They're the ones that tune on in every morning. And my job is just to show up and try to provide value in the best way that I can. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, but guess what? The cool thing about these live streams is that you get to see those mistakes happen in real time, and that's real-time value, right? And if that's something that you want to experience, second link in the description down below. I appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.